Hi, this is Emily Rose. I would like to share with you about my experience on the Polaroid Socialmatic that I have bought. The Polaroid Socialmatic is one of those quirky tech devices that some people will love and others will shrug off. It combines a camera, Android tablet, and printer in a single, jumbo body that can stand upright on a flat surface. You can post selfies or other photos to social media, or you can print out business card-size photos, stickers on the spot. The real hang-up for most people will be the user interface, since this camera comes with almost no instructions and a touch keyboard that isn't very responsive. But the novelty factor is huge. If you are seen anywhere in public with one of these, people will flock to you to ask what the heck it is. The Socialmatic is shockingly large if you're expecting just another digital camera or a thin table. It measures roughly 5.25 square and just over an inch thick. The viewable portion of the LCD screen is about 4:2, not a big screen for a tablet but a large one for a camera. It has a 14MP front-facing camera and a lower-resolution rear-facing camera. I don't know the sensor size. It also has a slot for a microSD card to expand the 4GB internal memory or for a Wi-Fi card. It has built-in Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, and QR code capabilities, with a tethering, personal hotspot setting if you insert a Wi-Fi data card. You can use it right out of the box since it arrives with a partial charge and has the built-in memory. Because this is a Polaroid and because it's marketed as a camera, the photographic software is feature-rich. You can crop, adjust exposure, change the orientation, add special effects, touch up, add text, and fix red all from the touch screen. You also add a QR code after you've edited. I haven't found a way yet to move the QR code on the image or to change the location of the text on the photograph itself. Nothing like a QR code on someone's face. When I scan the QR code, I get nothing but random letters. I don't see a way to embed information. I was expected location in the QR code. Without directions on how to use the QR code, I'm lost. To take a photo, you can either press the large button on top of the Socialmatic or use the touch button on the screen. As with most smartphones and some digital cameras, you can tap to focus on a specific area. The camera itself is slow, so don't expect to take great photos of moving objects, people, especially kids, or pets. There's a time lag, about a second, although it can take up to 4 seconds, especially if the camera has struggled to focus, for the image to appear fixed on the LCD screen. I often find myself moving the camera before it has actually taken the photo, which, of course, results in not the photo I wanted to take. It does have a bright LED flash which works well to illuminate faces and close objects, and a timer for you to move into a group shot. Oddly, it does not have a connection for a tripod, although it's thick and flat enough to rest on a table or wall. This shoots video as well as still shots. The touch keyboard is especially frustrating. It takes forever for me to write a single sentence caption for, say, Facebook sharing because I have to touch above the letter. I find myself backspacing when and entering passwords is a royal pain. It's too easy to hit the wrong key. Because of its Bluetooth capabilities, I recommend pairing it with a Bluetooth keyboard if you plan to use it for email, web searches, or even social media comments. I would expect future firmware updates to perhaps fix this issue, although the keyboard will always remain small. The printer part is really cool since it does not use printer or ink but instead a technology called ZNK40 ink. It takes about 30 seconds to print a glossy photograph in a 2x3 format with removable backing to become a sticker. This special paper is pretty pricey right now, from between $0.30 to $0.50 a sheet, depending on how many you buy. The camera holds 10 sheets at a time, and the stack of 10 must be inserted with the blue dummy initializing paper at the bottom, facing down. Otherwise, it won't work. The paper is expelled during the initialization process. The photographs won't smear, not even right out of the camera. For those not familiar with the Android platform, the Socialmatic can be confusing from the beginning. For instance, if I didn't know that to unlock I had to swipe to the left, I never would have been able to access the camera. There's no icon or arrow to direct you. You can change how to unlock it from the security settings. Once you unlock it, I recommend just playing around with the screen until you know mostly where everything is. Sharing doesn't work as well it should, and it's not easy to figure out how to access that feature anyway. I tried several times to share via Facebook, and all times the camera failed. I got a message that I was connected to Facebook, but as soon as I tried to post, I got a message saying that it was not posted. I was able to share through the Google Play's Facebook app, however, without any issues. The battery life seems pretty good. I can play around with it for hours without depleting the battery. Because I've been testing a pre-release Socialmatic, my guess is that the company will issue some firmware updates to address certain issues such as the off-kilter touch keyboard and the failure to consistently post to social media. I also expect an online manual. I was unable to locate one once the product has been officially released. It would be great to have a tutorial about how to access and use the features. Early adopters will have to make do if they want the latest and greatest ASAP. The only thing the Socialmatic can do that a smartphone cannot is print photos right after you've taken them. This is huge even though the photos themselves are tiny. Although I don't love the user interface, I love the concept. I suspect it will be a hit at family gatherings and friends' night out. Note: I received a sample for review.